Hi. Hello. Tickety tockety, did you miss me? I know you did. I know you did. Hi guys. Oh, let me make sure Instagram can see what we're doing here. That's an important thing. Hi, let me know if you see me, if you hear me. Holler at what? A player. Uh-oh. I have no idea if people can see me or hear me. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. All right, I'm gonna disconnect Instagram and I'm gonna bring it on back. Bring it on down. Now. Okay, no. Everyone, I'm in a weird mood. Okay, disconnect. Disconnect Instagram. Hi, how are ya? How you doing? How your mama doing? Is everything okay with everyone? Fantastic. What I can tell you, even though Instagram might not see it, is who I am and what I'm about. Okay. While I put this on public for the Instagram audience, my name is Tennille, and I help guide people through reclaiming their identity and designing a full life after diagnosis. And just to make sure you can see me, I think I'm gonna. I'm so scared. Oh, it already has one in it. Somebody go on Instagram and tell me if you can see me because I don't want to start a new live if you can see me on the original live. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? I'm finna go look. All right, I don't think you can see me. I'm spending 5 minutes freaking. What? It won't let me put a new stream key in it. Well, I guess this is the stream key. That's just what it is. I'm not sure what's happening here, but I'm going to close this out and just hope and pray that this stream key goes and you can see me live somewhere. If not, I will add it to my live later. Sorry, everyone on Instagram. I don't know how to fix this. I'm so sorry. But I will upload something amazing for you to watch later. Any hoodles or strudel. Let's talk about this now. So, I've talked about this live. Day 22 of Lupus Awareness Month. We are 3 minutes in, and I've talked about exactly nothing. It's Friday. I'm feeling a little silly. So, hold on to your butts, okay? So I want to talk about community today. One thing Lupus really has taught me is that support systems are so important. They can change literally everything. You can think that you're all alone. Like, I don't know if there's somebody making those like compilation videos of things people say. I know you can have 87 times of me saying community is so important and illness can be so isolating. Because what? Community is so important and sickness is isolating. It's just what it is. It's just the nature of the beast. And the problem with that is that if you don't have community, you don't understand that you can be going through very similar, very parallel, very like things that you can connect on because it feels like, oh, this is only happening to me in this way. Even though chronic illness can be very different, it can be very similar. Even you can have completely different diseases, not just lupus. You have completely different diseases and have the same type of experience, the same type of hospital stays, the same type of family conversations, the same kind of loss and like grieving your life before you got diagnosed with something, right? So support is not just donating somebody's GoFundMe, not just money. It's not just big gestures of like, you did this one thing for this one sick person and now you're like, they're set for life. It's the everyday, mundane, like, you know, being there for people emotionally, mentally, spiritually, praying for people. Being a caregiver is also not all the support you need because these caretakers are also caregivers are also burnt out. They're also isolated. They're also tired of looking at your face, you know? So as much as I'm a caregiver as well. My mother's a caregiver as well. And like we love my grandmother down. Like everyone knows my whole life. Been obsessed with my parents, been obsessed with my grandmother Shirley. Grandma Shirley is a boss. Okay. However, thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate that. Um, however, she began on our nerves. We began on her nerves. I understand. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Um, the thing about it is that we are a community that needs further community. Human beings are pack animals. Human beings need to have people with them to excel at things, to have competition, to feel loved. It's not lone wolves are don't make sense because wolves need a pack as well, right? So community can help you feel better, get better, like strive to be healthier, strive to be like who they say, if you hang around 10 broke people, you're the 11th, or like you become who you hang out with. So like imagine you just hang out with your sick self all the time, talking about what to yourself? Like illness? No, you want to have people around you that are going to speak life into you, who are going to make you have a different perspective on great things. And sometimes you don't even need all that. You need someone who's going to check in, even if the check-in results in you being like, I'm so sick, and you're like, okay. Like it's still nice to have somebody check in. Hi guys, hi YouTube, hello Joe, hello 10 past 94. Hello, a language I can't read. Hi guys, thank you for being here. So flexibility. Sometimes a chronically ill person is going to be changing and rearranging the plans, and to not be guilted for that means a lot, because the average person, they say like being on time is a respect thing, right? It's a time is valuable, and it means you're not respecting the person because you don't respect their time, or it's meaning that they're very sick and they don't have the time to share with you, and that's just what it is. Listening. I understand that like when you're going through a big sick, sometimes you can be droning on and just complaining. Wow, thank you so much, Yako. I appreciate all the likes here. It doesn't, to a sick person who their whole world is upside down right now, it might require a little more patience. It might require a little more grace. If they're in the thick of it, it might be a little different than your average friend that you have, right? So encouragement, helping with appointments. I had a girl, we haven't spoken in a while, but we were on the same business team, and we didn't know each other that well at all. I had shingles really, really bad, and my face was basically, one of my eyes was swollen almost shut. So I asked her on a kind of whim. I didn't even ask her. I think I was just talking about it, and she's like, I'll take you. And she took me to a doctor's appointment, and I'm forever like going to remember that girl exists, and that I'll always be rooting for her and whatever she's doing and however she's getting by. Like that is a sweet, sweet gesture that some of my friends didn't even think to offer me, right? Community spaces, safe friendships, people who are not going to push you past your boundaries, even though, sometimes you don't even know your own boundaries, but like just continuously checking in is a huge, huge thing. Okay, so facts. Studies show that strong social support can improve mental and emotional health outcomes in chronic illness patients. Isolation can worsen depression, anxiety, and stress. That's a fact. I know that for sure. Hey, Brad. Hey, Warrior Mom. Stress itself may contribute to lupus flare activity. And that's for me, that's my number one flare symptom. I like cause is stress. So support is actual healthcare. It is actual medicine to have people who love and care about you around you, who root for you to be better, who root for you to make it through. I tell the story all the time about when things turned around for me, my first really, really major flare, that I could hear people praying for me. I knew that people were waiting for me to get better. So I felt obligated. I felt like it's not only me that I'm getting better from. Like, this hurts, this sucks. I don't want to be here in this pain. There are people waiting for me to get better. There are people waiting for me to be there for them. And that pulled me out of being like, woe is me, to, oh no, I can't do that to them, you know? So knowing that you have a support system is a reason to fight, and that is enough. It's huge. People don't understand that, but it's huge. So now that I'm traveling, like, doctors, I can't even remember how many doctors, but doctors told me, besides the fact that I wasn't going to be alive, besides the fact that I wasn't ever going to travel again, besides the fact that, I would never do this and that and the other, walk again, all the things, right? They, because my immune system is different, would say, not to be around people, not to go to places with a lot of people, not to travel. They said I would never travel again. And like probably 3 years after, I started traveling again, and by myself for the first time in my life. So that was community's fault. Community is what encouraged me to start traveling again. I joined a travel club. I made a bunch of traveling friends. And what are you going to do when you have a bunch of traveling friends? Travel. Yes. And I went every year. I went on like 6 or 7 trips. I went on trips for like the training events. And then I went on, yes, hilarious, right? Never travel again. Pish posh. That's crazy. That's preposterous. Yeah, I went on like 6 and 7 trips a year. And it was incredible. And I would never take that back. And like, part of my brain is very rebellious. And so you tell me I'm not going to do something, I'm be like, okay, hold my beer. I'm going to watch this. It might be a non-alcoholic beer. It might be a margarita, but hold this. Let me show you what I do, right? I have never stopped traveling. I have never stopped traveling with blood clots that they told me that I would never be cured from, with, lupus looming and flare-ups and whatever. And you know what I have when I travel? I have great friends who look out for me, who pay attention to me, who ask if I'm okay, remind me to lay down if I need to lay down, remind me that, like, this is not me by myself. And those are things you need. Like, I'm all for everyone doing all that they want to do in every position of their life. I just also know that without the people I surround myself with, the 1% type mindset people who know that I can make it through just as well as I know I can make it through, and remind me when I forget, I wouldn't have made it this far. So community is important. Maui, baby. Yes, Maui. That was my first time to Hawaii, and like, I will never forget. I literally in the hospital said, when they were trying to tell me, like, yes, where are you? Who are you? And I said, I'm Tennille, and I'm in Hawaii, and I'm on the beach, and I'm running. And let me tell you, about 4 or 5 years later, I sure was on the beach in Hawaii running. I 100% was. So if I didn't have the wherewithal to fight in my mind to get to where I wanted to be, I sure did then. I sure did. I 100% did. And I'm grateful. I'm so grateful for my community, for the positions that I've been put in because of my community. Right now, I had an amazing guest on my podcast on Monday. If you haven't seen it, go watch my Monday podcast. That man is part of the community that I'm with right now, that we travel together. We host events together. We have Shabbat dinners together. We do all these things together that I never would have imagined I would have, any opportunity to do. It's because of what? My community. Yes. So sometimes support isn't people fixing your problems at all, right? It's just people helping me feel like there's a solution. I'm not alone in solving them, and like supporting the fact that I can get through problems, right? Like, sometimes you just need a reminder. It's not all on you. It's a beautiful thing to have community. So my community, y'all are part of it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Look at all these likes. Thank you so much, Yakko. All of these podcasts I do, all the comments, all the DMs, everything. Like, you guys are part of my community. And when you work with me, the reason that I do coaching, the reason that I do podcasting, the reason that I do, host things in chronic illness spaces is because community like this matters so much to me. It matters so, so much to me. And it has changed my life. And I am honored. I am honored to be able to do that for someone else. I am honored to be able to be the light in that dark, dark tunnel that is chronic illness. And I will never stop. I will never stop. Like, I never thought I would be in this position to be the voice to people who like are going through it right now and need to know that you can and will come out on the other side. And now here I am. And it could also be you. This is not look at her. This is me too. Look at us. Look at what we can do. Because one person can be just the ripple in the ocean that leads to the tidal wave. And you could be that one person. Do not doubt yourself and the things that you're capable of because of a diagnosis. Lupus will never be the end of me in any way. I don't care what it says on my tombstone or on my reason for death or whatever it is. The reason that I live is to be a hope, a support, a voice for the people who are sick right now and think they're not going to make it through. Because here I am, the person that they told would never live to be this age. 10 years ago, they told me I would not survive. 20 years ago, but 10 years ago, they said it was my max out that I would not live to see that age. So I'm 40 years old right now. I'm grateful. And to honor the fact that I've made it this far, I will always have my community open for people to join us. If you ever need any kind of coaching, if you ever need support, if you ever need, anything that I can help you with, please feel free to ask for help, DM me, book some time in my calendar. Like I know that at some point I'm not going to be able to offer these things to people for free or not have the time to do it. So get in while you can right now. Like I don't always have the time. I'm doing things, I'm going places, I'm traveling, I'm speaking, I have clients already. So like, I'm telling you, do not wait. If you see this video, if you are on this live and you need help, let me help you. Okay, so I'm gonna ask my question and then we're gonna be done. So who has been a part of your support team? Please let me know in the comments. Like, who is your support team? Who do you hang out with on a regular basis? Or do you have people who are also chronically ill or with lupus who is your support? What kind of support matters most to you? I listed a bunch of ways that people can support you. What is your preferred type of support? Some people want you to just be with them and, watch TV or do nothing, or they want these gestures. They want you to like bring them snacks or like, what is it that you want? Is it emotional support, mental stimulation, going to appointments? What's something that you love? And have you had to rebuild your community after diagnosis? Like, I've had that multiple times where you think people are your friends and then you get sick and you have a hospital stay and they don't come to visit you and they don't speak to you after, but they say something encouraging on a Facebook post, but they don't ever speak to you again because you were too sick to be their friend, or they're embarrassed because they didn't see you in the hospital or whatever. If any of that speaks to you, please answer some of these questions. I love to read them. And the DMs are great too. I love to read the comments, so let me know. Yes, who says, what's the workaround? That's right, Warrior Mom. Let them know. But healing becomes a little lighter when you don't have to carry everything alone. And I'm letting you know, with our community, come on, Happily Healed crew, with our community, you do not have to carry it all alone. And I'm so proud of us. We're amazing. We are amazing. And we're just going all the way to the top, okay? So have a beautiful night. Have a great weekend. It's Memorial Day. Is it Memorial Day weekend? Yes, I think so. And together we are stronger. That's right, Bren. That is right. You guys have a glorious night, a glorious weekend. I'll see you tomorrow, though, because we're doing Lupus Awareness Month every single day, okay? Or every day adjacent, Have a great day, guys. Stay happily healed. Bye.